Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Obviously, you are interested in what I have to say about this very interesting story time. So I hope you stay till the end because it is very interesting. There's a lot that I have to explain and there's so much detail. So it's going to be a long video. Go grab a snack, a drink, sit, relax, and stay tuned for the video. You're gonna want to hear everything. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you're new here. I will do more story times for you guys. That's all I really have to say, so let's get started. Okay, so it was in March 2019, so last year. I don't remember the day exactly, but I'll put it on the screen once I figure out what the day was. Anyway, it had to have been the weekend, probably a Friday or Saturday night. I remember my friend. Okay, so I was with four other people, friends, and then me. So there were 5 of us. I need to put fake names. So let's say I was with Jose, Ben, Maya, and Haley, and then me. I'm probably going to forget these names throughout the video, but yeah, I'm going to try to remember. Anyway, so Jose, Ben, Maya, and Haley. It is about 5 o'clock. I get a call from Jose. He's like, hey, do you want to go out again? I say, yeah, sure, why not? But Jose was like, but instead of going to, the city, I'm not going to say the cities just for privacy reasons, but where I live, we live 20 minutes from the city. So he's like, instead of going here, let's go to this city. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. So Jose was like, okay, get ready and I'll let you know when I'm on my way. And it was about 5 in the evening. So I get ready. I have my money, because we usually would drink, smoke, and then obviously gas money too and stuff. So I get ready, and then at it's between 6:30 and 7, probably closer to 6:30. I honestly didn't have that long to get ready, but I did within an hour. So about 6:30ish, he's like, hey, I'm almost here, come out, and so then I could just hop in the car right as they get here. So that's what I did. I was ready. I went outside. I got in the car. He had picked up, I think I said Ben. He had picked up Ben and then me, and then we went to go pick up Maya, and then we went to go pick up Haley. So that's what we did. And let's just say the city that we were going to is 3 hours away. Keep that in mind, 3 hours away. It's not a super far drive, but anyway, yeah, it was about 7ish. We had to stop and get gas first. We didn't really put that much gas in. We had half a tank. And then I remember on our way, so Jose was driving most of the way. Ben was in the passenger seat. I think I was in the middle. Maya and then Haley. So about an hour in, they are saying oh, we want to drink this and that, or we had smoked weed on our right as we were starting to head to the city. So about an hour and a half in, I told Jose, hey, if you guys want to drink, I'm good to drive. I can drive the rest of the way. So that's what we did. We stopped at a gas station, and then I gave them $20 for beer. And I remember saying, like, I want to drink, but just not right now. I'll drink, like, later. So they saved some beer for me. More or less, I didn't end up drinking. But anyway, I drive, like, the rest of the way. I think it was, like, an hour, hour and a half more. So I did. And I was still, like, I wasn't high, but, like, I still felt my high. Because with me, I'm high for 2 hours, and then after the 2 hours, I still feel my high, but not, I'm more aware. So that's basically what I was feeling, the after, I guess, effects. And plus, it was getting dark out. Anyway, we arrived in the city about 10-ish. It was like closer to 10, like 9 something, but closer to 10. I remember this is where the whole story wraps around. So we were looking for parking. We were dumb and didn't bring money for parking. I was telling Jose, I'd be like, why didn't you bring any money for parking? And I only had enough money for, like, beer, and that was it. So yeah, we eventually find parking, but so I was driving, I couldn't find a parking spot, and then Jose gets in, like, okay, let me try to find a parking spot. He tries, he couldn't find one, and then Maya gets in the driver's seat. She starts driving, trying to find a parking spot. We finally park somewhere, but we parked in front of a sign that said no parking. The tow, you know, like if you park in the city and, like, it has the no parking. Anyway, yeah, we parked in front of one of those signs. We get out of the car, we go walk more into the city, like where the party and, like, the clubs were. So that's what we did. We walked to where the clubs were. It was really, really packed, but it was really cool just to see everyone out. And yeah, let me show you guys what I was wearing. Hold on. I was wearing this. It's a romper dress. I should have a picture of it somewhere, but it's a romper slash, you know, dress. It's super pretty. And then I had, like, a black jacket over, and then I had black tennis shoes slash high heels. So we walk around for, like, the first 2 hours. We try to look for, like, a club to go in. We would have to go to, like, an 18 and plus one, but the only one that they had there, the line was super, super long, and we decided not to stay in line for that long. Anyway, about that time when we decided to, like, not go into the club, we decided to leave. We wanted to leave. So this is where it gets interesting. So we walk around like, okay, like, let's leave. But where did we park? I think we parked over there. No, I think we parked over there. Let's just look. We all walk around. I think where we actually did park, we passed that place like 2 to 3 times. The first time we were like, did we park there? Is that the car? Nope, it wasn't. But there were cars exactly where we had parked. And it was, what, like 12? After at least 30 minutes to an hour, we were like, okay, like, we can't remember where we parked. Let's just keep looking. 2 o'clock in the morning rolls around. Still no car. 3 o'clock rolls around. Still no car. And then around like 3:30ish, I just remember walking around. I was so mad. I was the sober one too. Everyone else had drank and smoked weed. And I mean, I had smoked weed, but by the time it was like 3, I was like totally fine. I was just so mad and so pissed. At one point, I split from the group and just walked around, and my feet were killing me because of the high heels. So I had to take the shoes off and carry my shoes. And my feet were killing me. I think I sat down for a little bit. And then after a couple of minutes, I remember Jose calling me. He's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, I'm by so-and-so place. I'll send you my location. So I think I sent them my location, and then eventually I did not want to walk around anymore because my feet were just killing me. I was tired. But we meet up eventually after a couple minutes, and then I think we kept walking around. At this time, around 3 or so, Jose, Ben, and me were together, and then Maya and Haley were together. Maya and Haley found a IHOP. So Jose, Ben, and me went to that IHOP. And, well, right before the IHOP, no, I think it was at the IHOP. Okay, never mind. We went to the IHOP, and then they're like, oh, no, wait. Right before going to IHOP, when we were still together, it was when I split. After we split, we got together, or something. I can't remember exact order of things, but I remember Maya was like, hey, there were cops, so like, hey, ask the cop if they can see and track where the car is and figure out where it is. So we asked a cop and they couldn't do anything, so Maya had to actually call the cops, or like 911, I guess. I'm not exactly sure who she called, like non-emergency maybe. And yeah, at this point, I think I was split from them, but so was Jose and Ben. But Maya had called, and then had called Jose, and then Jose called me, and then that's when we got together. Maya and Haley went to the IHOP. I met up with Jose and Ben, and then we went to the IHOP. And then I remember Jose, all of them were asking me, hey, like, call your dad and see if he can give us money to get the car out of the tow place, because the car had been towed. And I remember saying, no, like, it's 3 in the morning, like 3:30, 4 in the morning. I think at this time, by the time we met up and everything, it was like 4 in the morning. I think, yeah, it was like 4 in the morning. And I'm like, he's not going to answer. I don't want my dad to give me money. But Jose tried to call his mom like 2 or 3 times before his phone had died, because his phone was like at 5%. But his mom didn't answer, of course. So then they were like begging me to call my dad, and I called my dad the first time. I don't think he answered, but then the second time my dad did answer, and I told him the situation, that we were stuck in the city 3 hours away, because he didn't know where I was. I was like 3 hours away. And I'm like, could you send me like $250 to get the car out of the tow place. And my dad was so mad. And trust me, I was too. I was so pissed. I was fighting with Jose and like really everyone. I had to just like cool off. Oh my god, I was so mad. But my dad said yes. I mean, or else we would have been stuck there. I mean, we were, but anyway, we got that situated. He sent me the $250 on Cash App, but also once you get that money out, it takes a couple of cents to $1 or whatever to instant cash out. Anyway, I remember I had the $250, but then my friend Maya, she was like, okay, we need an Uber or Lyft to go to the tow place. And I think that was like 10 to 15 minutes away from where we are, and the only way to get there was from the highway. And so then I had to call my dad, be like, we need money for Uber or Lyft. My dad was like, okay, like, get Lyft. So my friend tries to get Lyft. She places like the order or whatever, but then something happens where I'm not exactly sure, but like it didn't work, but it took the money. So I had to call my dad again. Hey, we tried to do the Lyft, but then something happened. It charged her, but like nothing's showing up of where a car is gonna come. So can you send like $10 more for for Uber or whatever. So I think at this point someone else gets the Uber. I know it wasn't me, but we do Uber. I think it was Maya. She got Uber. We did that. Long story short, after my dad sending even more money to us, which I felt so bad, and like I just knew my dad was gonna ground my ass and not let me go out anymore. Anyway, finally we get the Uber and we get in the car. At first we thought all 5 of us could go, but we couldn't. So only 3 of us could go for like the $10 like Uber ride or whatever. So Ben, Jose, and I went to where the car was. The reason I went is because I had the money. Ben, I think he just went because he didn't want to leave me alone with Jose, because like, you know, Jose and I had something going on. Anyway, we get to the car place, and then I remember, we thought like, hey, can you guys use a card to pay? You know, can we use a card to pay? They said no, it has to be cash. So Jose, there was luckily there was like a Walmart nearby or somewhere. Anyway, I think he went to a Walmart or just to an ATM to get the money out. He was only able, I think, to get $200 out. So we were missing like, it was either like $200 or $220. We needed like $20 more or something. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the money was all just like gone or whatever. He was only able to get like say $220 or $240 out. I'm not 100% sure. All I remember is we still needed like